This is Haberman here with a new thing for all y'all to listen to. Podcast sort of thing, maybe? God knows there are enough of those floating around, but this one is different because it's us. And by us, I mean me and Bag and Tag, so the show's name is appropriately Have Bag and Tag. And we're here to talk about things. We're here to talk about video games, primarily, I'd imagine. Right? That's what this channel is about, this YouTube channel we do. That's mostly about games too, right? So it's better to keep in theme.
Video games are art.
That's true. Basically, we're here to discuss, the merits of video games as an art movement, and whether we even need them in the first place. I don't think we do. I think video games are sort of played out, just like the internet. So scrap.
We should also talk about how they're sexist.
That's true.
They're disgusting.
They're disgusting, and people who play them are just chauvinistic pigs. Because no girls play video games is the thing, which is why they're
Who's that one cunt who says all this stuff about how video games are bad?
Oprah Winfrey?
Yes.
So we're here to talk about video games, and about our channel that we run, Haberman SA, which you're probably watching and or listening to this on, if I had to venture a guess, so probably not helping anything by constantly saying the channel name, Haberman SA, over and over again. But as you may have gathered, I'm Haberman. I have with me Bag, as in Baghead.
How you doing, friends?
And Tag, as in Grenatag, who you may recognize from several videos, commentaries, pod plays, if you will. And yes, we're going to go through a list of... I have show notes here. I have fucking show notes. I'm so proud of myself for planning
Are they
ahead.
written on a piece of paper?
No, it's just a text document. It's a .txt
Wow.
I have.
You're the worst. You couldn't even wave around a piece of paper.
I have paper around here.
Yeah, I got show notes!
Hot paper action on the mic. I don't know what that is. What is that? That's from Geico. It's some mail I haven't opened yet. It's from Geico. Should probably look into that. Okay, so we're going to start off with what we've been playing recently. That seems like a good starting point. Because we don't get really a chance to talk about what we've been playing in our other videos, because we're usually talking about the game at hand.
And usually they're bad.
And usually they're pretty bad. So this is a chance to talk about some games that we're maybe actually enjoying, or just that we've been playing recently. And I thought that I'd start off, because I'm an asshole, and this is basically my show, so I'm going to run it the way I want to. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to put on the table Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I bought at the recommendation of Bag here.
Yeah.
I have been a Metal Gear fan for some time. Didn't really care for 4. I liked all the other core games in the
No, that was a
series.
pretty cool movie. I liked watching it.
The cutscenes are nice. I've seen it. I know all the story beats to it, but I couldn't bring myself to actually finish that game.
This podcast is not going to go well if we're going to record it in 2009. Just a heads up.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is a more recent addition in the Metal Gear franchise. Came out more recently. And I didn't know if I was going to get it at first because I'm not really a fan of hack and slash games in particular. That qualifies, right? Would you say it's a hack and slash game?
People call it character action now.
Okay. So, I'm not really a fan of character action games. But, I do have that love for Metal Gear, so I was sort of torn. And Bag pushed me in the direction of, yeah, son, you should get it. And I got it. And, I don't know, not my cup of tea, I don't think. I'm trying, though. I'm really trying. I'm complaining a lot. I was complaining a lot to Bag while trying to play it. I made the rookie mistake, amateur mistake, of trying to begin playing the game on normal difficulty. That was not working at all. That was not working out too hot for me. And when I told Bag that I was like, I'd reached this wall that I couldn't climb over, he's like, what difficulty are you playing on? Oh, I'm a normal. Don't. I think was to paraphrase here.
Yeah. No, well, being it's made by Platinum Games, in this instance, the first one they've made, you shouldn't treat this as your first game either. If you follow anyone who's reviewed this game, a lot of these were their first game and had almost as much trouble with the parry system as you did.
I had a hell of problems with that parry system at first. There was the first Saber Wolf or Saber Dog or Wolf Dog Blade
Blade Wolf.
Blade Wolf. Okay. So the first Blade Wolf you fight, I couldn't parry against this one attack, and I kept on dying to it. One where he gets out the chainsaw and just starts tearing shit up. I could not parry that for the life of me, and I got so frustrated that one bit that I stopped playing and I reset the game to easy at that moment in time. And got up to that point in easy, and I still couldn't parry the fucking thing. And so I just had to brute force my way through it and just constantly heal up every time that he would do that to me. So that didn't go too hot. I wasn't really enjoying myself at that point. And I think, I feel like the game... Usually I hate tutorials in games, like forced tutorials where they're like, hey, this is how you do this and that. Like a Legend of Zelda game nowadays where they have to hold your hand through literally everything. Usually I fucking hate those. I fucking was praying for one in this. I was just begging them to fucking explain something to me, to just hold my dumb hands and walk me through this.
Guy, Jin.
But it's all there. Like,
it's not, though! You have 2 VR missions at the beginning, the tutorial missions, and that teaches you how to move and how to attack, and that's great. But that only helps you for the prologue, where all you're doing is moving around and
as you unlock abilities, you unlock tutorials, and it gives you like on-screen prompts telling you you've unlocked a new VR mission. So you get one for your Blade mode, and then there's a later thing called Ripper mode.
But the thing they do is they make you do it in the game first, and then they give you the tutorial for it. So it's like you have to.
Well, the tutorials expand on the idea.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I really want to like that game. I really want to like that game because I paid for it. So it's not that I hate it. It's not that it's a bad game. I'm just bad at it from. Basically, I've been playing FPS. Like, that's my genre. I don't know if you've realized that or not by this point.
What?
I know. It comes as a shock to some. I've been playing
I thought you were RTS guy.
You thought I was a StarCraft kind of guy?
Yeah, I thought
MOBAs.
you were Korean.
So I've been playing FPS for nearly 20 years now. Like, it's pretty close.
That sounds fucking depressing, dude. I'm Haberman. I've been playing FPS for 20 years.
Basically, and, it's like, that's my thing.
It's a problem. I have social disorder, too.
Yeah, you wish. So I say as I drink at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and lock myself away in my room to record a fucking podcast for the internet.
I gotta make it for the fans.
So I don't know, I have a hard time acclimating to these sorts of games. There's just not... I don't have the skill set for it, up front, so I have to put a lot more practice and time into these sort of games before I start to, show any skill at it, before I start to have, any fun with it either. So, that's...
Also, you're used to playing American name games. Real American games.
That's also true. But Bag, you've been having a far easier time with the game, or at least until you began playing on very hard.
Well, so, to sum up my opinion on the game briefly, I fucking love it. It's so much fun. In terms of a character action game, it's not necessarily the hardest one I've played, but it's got a decent enough system. A lot of reviewers moaned about, there's no block button. Yeah, it's a character action game. You're supposed to use skill and find other ways instead of just holding down the trigger and just attacking when you want to. But, it has a great sense of style about it. It's all about, making you feel like Raiden as a cyborg ninja. So, you can parry just a normal soldier with a knife, or you can parry a full Metal Gear Rex when it tries to sweep down at you. The music is fucking crazy, and then when you're near the end of the boss fight, lyrics cut in, and all the lyrics are about, the bosses you're fighting. So, when you're fighting Blade Wolf, it's all about, freedom and control. And there's characters later on. And
it's pretty sick. It's pretty dope.
And it's self-aware enough that it knows when it's being silly. There's some really good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle references later on.
Wait, what?
Yep. It's a really cool game. And a mad game at the same time. Also, if you're a fan of Vanilla Ice and his appearance in the Ninja Turtles movie.
I am.
Wait, what?
Okay, so there's a sewer level.
Okay.
Alright, you got me.
And there's going to be a ninja in the sewer, and then the rest pretty much writes itself. So.
And this is named Vanilla Ice.
No. But there are allusions to...
This is not JoJo's. This is not JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, what you're telling me.
No.
Shit.
No, one day.
So you like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance?
I really like it, and
I really want to like it.
It's definitely a harder game than most. Which when you play through and realize how short it is, that's kind of the thing that you realize is like, oh yeah, you are supposed to be playing this on multiple difficulties and learning it. Like basically the thing I notice on the high difficulties is most of the parry timings get harder, and specifically when you get onto very hard difficulty, they instantly change what enemies spawn where. So for example, in the prologue, you're fighting enemies that don't show up until halfway through the game. At some point, I was like skipping enemies because that was an easier solution.
That's a great way to throw you off, to throw off your game.
Yeah, but no, I'm still having fun with it. I'm gonna keep playing it.
Well, that's good. So that's what me and Bag have been playing. Have you been playing anything? Tag, Grenade Tag? Have you been playing anything in particular?
Last night I picked up Sleeping Dogs and I've been playing that
on Steam. It's like $10 on Steam now, right?
It was 10.
It was 10.
It was, and it's fucking insane.
Yeah, there's been. We all follow Giant Bomb. Like, if you want like real proper gaming news, that's the place to go. As far as any of us are concerned, that's not what this
Also,
podcast
if you want
is about,
people who are actually funny.
Yes. Unlike us. But I remember Vinny had a lot of love for that game, and I have a lot of love for Vinny.
Yeah.
And I also had a lot of love for that game.
Everyone has a love for Vinny.
That's true. He's pretty much the most beloved person on the cast. I think they said at some point during the Halo live stream, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Drew said something to the effect of he can't think of anyone who dislikes Vinny. Or something to that
Just
effect.
because it's not possible.
It's pretty much impossible. But yeah, so you want to talk a bit about Sleeping Dogs? Do you think that game has had enough time that everyone here has already played it? Do you think we should just...
All I can say is that I've been playing it.
And enjoying it.
I've only played it for like 2 hours, but it's pretty much like, holy shit, I gotta play more of this game. It's so fucking good. And it looks so good. It's like amazing looking. It's like, holy shit. This game was designed for a console, but the PC port doesn't look like total shit.
With that high-def texture pack, right?
Yeah, but at least that's for free. They're like, oh, this is gonna be $2 because it cost us $500,000 to make this or some stupid shit. I don't know.
I don't think you can get away with that. I think that's pretty impossible to get away with in this day and age.
I would hope.
But yeah, so you've been playing that. Don't have too much to say about it, I reckon, since you've only been playing it for 2 hours. So that's fine. We'll just move right along then. That's what we've been playing. We're going to move on to the next section now, which is more about just the videos on our channel, the most recently posted one. The latest videos, if you will. That's what I wrote down for the show notes as the name of this section. So we posted 2 videos I have here on the list. I finished my LP of Legendary, the Spark Unlimited Banger. And I like to reflect on these things. I spend a lot of time thinking about like the games I've played while I'm going into the next ones, and like how does this stack up against other games I've LP'd. And for a while, I like to think that Shell Shock 2 Blood Trails is like the worst game I've played. Like, whereas something like Tunnel Rats was like barely functional, or something like Call of Juarez the Cartel was just completely boring.
Hey, let's not forget about Rogue Warrior, dude.
In Rogue Warrior, at least it was like laced with obscenities, and like it had like a charm to it in like a shitty way. Something like Tunnel Rats had a lot of charm to it too.
Also,
in a really
it was a
shitty
Rebellion
way.
game. It was a Rebellion game. What were you expecting?
And that's what Shell Shock 2 was too. That was the purest example of a Rebellion game. Just no effort, just completely bland, just fucking sucks. Bad programming, bad gunplay, it's bad everything. And I used to this whole game to that standard. I don't know. After Legendary, I almost want to like say that's the worst game I've played for video. Like
it looks pretty fucking terrible. It does not make me want to play it.
I couldn't think of funny things to say in that LP after a point in time. I think that point in time was like episode 5 or 6, and I think during one of the episodes I'm like, I ran out of things to say, and there's still half an episode left at that point.
Yeah.
And I kept on saying that for the next 3 or 4 episodes.
Basically destroyed you, is basically what you're trying to say here.
But if there's anything if there's anything good about having done that, it was that I got to do an interview, which I think is totally dope. I got to interview a beta tester for that game. And that I think that video, like if you don't want to watch like me suffering through this entire awful game, I would just watch that. Because it just gives you some insight into like how a bad game like this just gets made, and how no one on the development level gave like half a shit. How the marketing gave up on the game before it even came out. And it's fucking crazy that it even made it to shelves at all. And it maybe shouldn't have, because fuck, that game is just fucking wreck. And
Dude, did you see the quick look on Giant Bomb?
The
Like the
first
first one
quick
they ever
look.
did? It's fucking insane. Like Mike Wilson, the guy of Gamecock, is just basically like saying how much this game sucks. Brad, the two guys from Gamecock are just like, this thing fucking it's like this guy. I think at one point he says, "Are you ready to have your like?" Mike Wilson's like, "You ready to have your mind blown?" And Brad's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I didn't say in this game."
everyone knew. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that game fucking sucks. It was.
I
not
feel
good.
like the year that came out, that wasn't the only one. Wasn't like Time Shift the same year?
2008 or 9. I wanna
Yeah,
say.
like that weird like mid-generation shooter fest of just like, oh, we want to make another shooter that's unique, but without any of like the care.
With like
and
one
attention.
gimmick, with like this one
Yeah.
gimmick to carry it around, to carry the whole game, with any luck. And it didn't work in Legendary's case. So, good luck with Lost Planet 3, I guess. Good luck, have fun
Oh,
ruining
they're
that
the ones
franchise.
doing that?
Yeah, dude, Spark Unlimited, Lost Planet 3 and the new Ninja Gaiden game.
Oh man, I'd rather.
Oh, what the fuck? What is?
You didn't know? You didn't
No.
know that?
I knew
Well,
Lost Planet
look,
3.
So I'm not as up on Lost Planet news and development as I used to be.
Sorry.
Did you see the trailer for it? It's basically Avatar. It's all it is.
Great. That's great. That's great. Good to see Spark is just drawn from the same well.
Which is
Even Alex Navarro was like, "Dude, this is basically just fucking Avatar, dude."
Quality game.
which is it's a shame because there's a Japanese only Lost Planet, which is based off an anime about a guy with pink hair. And
That sounds pretty Japanese.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool game because it's a dual stick shooter, like like a third person shooter. You move with one and you aim with the other, and you shoot with the X button.
Gee,
'Cause,
I couldn't do it. Could not do that. Shooting with an X button, couldn't do it.
Because it's all lock-on based. It's the most casual anime thing I've ever played.
So yeah.
Wait a minute. How do you do that on a controller if you're using both of your?
Yeah.
Um,
No, the
You
controls.
gotta do like the claw for that shit.
Yeah, no, the controls feels like someone so someone's foot hurt, so they cut their foot off, and then they couldn't run. So they learned how to run on their elbows, and that hurt. And the controls just feel like a problem solved with a problem.
Great.
Of like
Why couldn't they use the triggers?
go find that demo on Japanese PSN now.
Will do.
It's a great recommendation.
And another great recommendation is Legendary. Just kidding. And we have another video out. The other video that we posted recently is District 187. A Let's Try
187.
of District 187.
Ride or die.
Sin Street.
Now that game has been forgotten by time, except for my Mega 64 fans, I guess.
You know what else is legal? Time manipulation.
We're the only ones still carrying that flame.
Dude, that's the
Still
greatest
remember
fucking
that
video.
game. Oh wow, Ubisoft. Good job. Good job with that. Really made the most out of that title.
Ubisoft is a great company, especially the Uplay stuff.
Oh yeah, you've been playing Far Cry 3 recently too.
Yeah, that too. That's great. I love the fact that I have to launch Steam
To launch Uplay.
and then launch Far Cry 3, and then it'll be like, all right, we're gonna launch Uplay. So if you already have Uplay opening, it'll be like, what the fuck, man? You already got it open. What the hell?
That's fucking brutal.
So then I have to close Uplay, so then I can launch Far Cry 3, so then I can have Uplay open, so then I can start playing Far Cry 3.
Woo! That's a mouthful.
It's the superior gaming experience.
It's a
Thank
superior
God
gaming
that
experience.
Uplay now has EA's games on there, so I can't buy them, because why the fuck would I use EA Origin at all?
Yes. Enough about Far Cry 3. You missed the what we've been playing section. That was the
Oh.
last section of podcast. You missed
I'm
your chance.
sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
missed your chance. You're fucking with my format. You're fucking with my show notes.
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
write it down in the show
All right.
notes.
I've also been playing Need for Speed.
No! Fucker! No! You're undermining everything. You're undermining the whole podcast.
Hey, let's play District 187 Sin Street.
There's not much to say about the video except that game sucks and free-to-play shooters.
Play for free shooters.
No, only Battlefield has used "play for free" as an acronym. Like if you look P4F up, that's the only game that uses it. Everyone else is just free to play. No,
Whatever,
like,
4, it's a bigger number.
which means more bang for your not buck. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
I can't
Also,
imagine.
Battlefield owns the play for free acronym. I don't know why they would.
Yeah, they probably have a copyright on that. They probably thought this is fucking clever. We'll use this.
Haha! Play for free.
Ground floor fuckers. If you want to use this acronym, you better pay for it.
Better get some licensing, bitch.
But yes, District 187 is a hell of a game. You should watch that video. We show everything there is to District 187. We show everything there is about that game. There is no more to that game than what you see. I read up. There was apparently more to this game at some point. There was some like MMO style territory control game, like some faction war that was supposed to be going on, or like but that fell apart because no one plays that mode. Everyone just goes for DM or TDM or whatever. So like all the other modes like don't exist anymore. So like that whole
So now it's been overtaken by the poors and foreign people.
yeah, that's what happens. That's the progression. Is that that when they take over, like the property value of the game goes down.
That's play for free games.
Play Blacklight, kiddies. Play Blacklight Retribution when those servers.
Play Gotham City Imposters. It's on the same fucking engine.
I'm still gonna go with Blacklight. I think I'm gonna go with Blacklight over Gotham City Imposters.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm
Monolith
pretty
knows
sure
what
about
they're
that.
doing. All right, when they make engines.
I'm pretty sure about Blacklight Retribution. I'm pretty sure that the Unreal Engine Blacklight Retribution is
fucking scrub.
So that's the latest videos. So coming soon is the next section I have here in the show notes, our doctrine for this. And here's some things that we have in the works. I'm working on that second episode of Port Authority. There's this one guy who keeps commenting on videos. I think his name is like Blue Badge 11. I could be wrong about that. I'm trying to remember it offhand. His avatar is Sonic the Hedgehog, and he wants me to make more Port Authority episodes. He comments on other videos to say, when's the next Port Authority coming out?
Dude, you gotta make it for him.
He keeps commenting on the original Port
Come
Authority,
on!
saying, where's the next episode, man? Where's the next episode?
What the fuck is it, man?
He will never listen to this podcast because the name of this episode is not going to be Port Authority Episode 2. So he's not going to click it, he's not going to watch it.
I'm gonna log into your account, and I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say Port Authority 2.
That's how we'll get people to listen to this. That's how we'll bait and switch them. Oh, you guys want to watch the next episode? Psych, it's a podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast, motherfucker.
Got you on the hook for an hour, bitch. So yeah, I'm working on that. It's Mortal Kombat. I'm doing Mortal Kombat. I recorded close to like 3 or 4 hours of Mortal Kombat on various consoles. I never want to play fucking Mortal Kombat ever again. Never ever again. At least not the original.
Of course, you legally own all of those other consoles and the ROMs, right?
Obviously. I do own the Game Boy Mortal Kombat. It's not a good game. I think I owned it on the SNES too. That was the one I played on consoles.
Now, do you have a physical copy of it?
Yes.
Because, ROMs is very hot.
Not anymore. I sold it. I mean, yes, I do. Yes, I still do. For legal reasons, I still do. Those games.
I don't own any of these ROMs. I mean, I own all of them. Oh, wait, who gives a shit?
Exactly. So yeah, Mortal Kombat. Never want to play it ever again. I guess I still have more footage to record. I have 3 to 4 hours of footage, and I still need to get more. Because I don't have all the footage I need.
You gotta do it for the fans.
I have a weird obsession. Like, on all the Reptile shit, like, Reptile's like the secret character of that game. You gotta fight on the bridge without using blocks and getting a flawless victory 2 times in a row before performing a fatality while there's a shadow in front of the moon. And by the way, that's it. Like, I'm not, like, spewing off nonsense. That's all, if people will testify, that's exactly what you have to do.
Yeah.
In order to unlock a fight with Reptile, which just gives you, in the arcade version, just gives you points. And the other versions too, except for, is it the SNES or the Genesis version, where you actually, by doing that, unlock Reptile as a playable character. And I do not want to do any of that, so you're not going to see that in the video. I mention it now because I cannot be bothered to go through the crazy fucking unlock process for that, just to get, like, 30 seconds of footage of me fighting Reptile for the video. So, there you go. That's the edge of the SNES version, that you can play Reptile in that game. Or maybe the Genesis version. I don't even know offhand, so fuck. Fuck me. Fuck Mortal Kombat. How do you feel about Mortal Kombat, Bag, being our fighting game expert? As we've established.
I completely suck at the originals, but I did really like 9. Mortal Kombat 9 was really cool. And has the exactly same parameters to fight Reptile as well in the arcade mode.
It?
Yeah, has it? Well, because Mortal Kombat 9... The story is that at the end of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Raiden is about to be killed by Shao Kahn, so he sends a message back in time, and it's a retelling of the first 3 games, but with Raiden knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking crazy premise for a game.
Yeah, no, Mortal Kombat 9, when that came out, had probably one of the best stories of that year.
That's how you fucking retcon a series with style, man. That's
Yeah, just like JoJo's.
hell fucking yeah. Grand Attack doesn't know about the magic of JoJo's, or at least he hasn't watched it.
Sorry. I heard it has dubstep in it.
Yes,
The
it
new
does.
one does. The new one does.
Which, as I've been playing on the Giant Bomb Trackmania server, I have come to love really bad dubstep.
I think we can all agree on that one. Even if we are like a year late to that joke, but sure, why not? Or is it 2 years? How long has dubstep and Skrillex and all that shit been around? How long have we been putting into this?
Forever,
From what
but like the mainstream adoption,
Yeah.
a couple of years.
Okay. Can't wait for that to fucking end already. Oh, and also coming soon. Also in the pipes. A new LP coming soon of what?
Great.
Homefront. Because I figured, you look at the headlines. North Korea making some waves, making some threats, waving around nukes.
Like, Kim Jong-un is a fucking asshole. He's more of an asshole than his father.
So, I figured now is like the appropriate time, the most appropriate time to begin a Homefront LP.
Yeah, before North Korea nuclearly annihilates us.
Imagine if, like, I'm doing the Homefront LP, it's like episode 1, and like the second episode, between the first and second episode, North Korea finally, like, actually, like, sends troops into South Korea. How am I supposed to just keep doing the LP after that?
Yeah, not just...
God,
kill
Kim
yourself.
Jong-un! Jesus, you're getting in the way of my fucking Homefront LP. God. Quit
What an
stomping on
asshole.
my fucking LP dreams, asshole. So that's coming soon. We're waiting on a few things to go through first. So there's some things we're waiting on right now as a channel. And soon, I think, like, in the near future, we're going to be posting videos more frequently, or at least I will. Maybe you too. Maybe I'll get you to convince you two to start making some shit on your own and just uploading it to the channel, if you so please.
I have to
But,
start being funny before I can do that.
Well, you have some time to practice, maybe.
Alright, good.
But we're waiting on something right now. Maybe a business deal to go through. How much more gay can I make this? How much more gay and obvious can I make this?
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you. So moving on to gaming news. This is a segment where we go over gaming news.
Gaming news!
Giant Bomb has all your gaming news.
Patrick Klepek is bringing it to you.
Patrick Spooks Klepek. Or Scoops Klepek.
Spooking with scoops.
Fuck. Asshole. Hate him. Worst addition to the staff.
Hey, Jeff hired him, so, I mean, are you doubting Jeff?
Yeah, I am. I am doubting Jeff Gerstmann. That was a horrible hire. He's unbearable.
Nope.
I can't even watch Quick Looks with Patrick in them. And I know people are saying, like, oh, what's the Patrick hate's still strong. I can't fucking stand that guy. Every word out of his mouth is just wrong. He doesn't know anything.
Bullet Run.
Bullet Run. Gaming news. That's right, we have
Rest
gaming
in
news.
peace.
So no one is covering this story. Bullet Run.
2011 to 2012. How long was
2012
Bullet Run
to
open?
2013. So Bullet Run was a free-to-play game. Hey, we were talking about that earlier. Free-to-play
It was.
game, free-to-play first-person shooter that is dead now.
Speaking of shitty free-to-play first-person shooters.
We made a video
Bullet
about it
Run.
during its launch week. Like, the week it launched, we put up a Haberman & Co. video back when we were still doing those regularly. And,
Yeah, with those other assholes.
and you can watch that video. It's a pretty good representation of what Bullet Run was up till the very end. Because I played it, like, when they first announced that it was going to shut down, they gave it a month's notice. I played like a week after that, and they didn't patch it at all during that time. And from what I played, same fucking problems. They didn't fix anything. Like, the vote kick system is still completely broken. There's no team balancing as far as I can notice. Most people are still running around with a green t-shirt and orange prison pants set up. No one was like buying shit as far as I could tell.
That's why they were losing money.
And there were like 2 or 3 players who like were decked out in like paid gear, and they were the ones who were winning. Surprise, surprise, pay to win. But yeah, that game wasn't very good. Shock and awe. So, I mean, the reason why SOE, Sony Online Entertainment, shut it down was really because I read an article on Vicarious Existence, which is a gaming blog I subscribe to, theorizing why they even acquired Bullet Run in the first place, basically. And basically, it was he theorized it was a test for PlanetSide 2. They already had PlanetSide 2 in the works, who were planning to make it free to play, and they wanted to test the waters with like a free to play first person shooter in the meantime, building up to that game. And they wanted to test how these systems work, how like the microtransactions would come into play, if they could even profit off of it, or what have you. And even in like the Bullet Run shutting down email, like the email you got if you had played Bullet Run at any point.
Hey man, why don't you play PlanetSide 2?
Check out PlanetSide 2, dude. It's a great free-to-play game that you're gonna love because it's free-to-play and a first-person shooter. And it's so fucking like, are you... Okay, great. I'm sure Akoni, the developers of Bullet Run, really love that bit. I'm pretty sure they really loved having...
Hey, you're all out of jobs, motherfuckers.
And by the way, in the announcement where you announce that your game is done and that you're all jobless, we're also gonna plug another one of our properties that you have nothing to do with. So... You signed the contract, fuckers.
The Japanese are ruthless.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good game. Good riddance. And usually there's like some degree of sympathy for games that have to shut down, like Star Wars Galaxies, I guess, Some people do events. I wanted to do a video about like the last hours of Bullet Run. That was a thought that had occurred to me, but
well, what the hell could they do that make it interesting?
Nothing. I mean, they couldn't like really do any like server-wide event because it's like a match lobby system of free-to-play first-person shooters. So, I mean, you can't really do, like, some server-wide event for that. I think it just shut down. Like, at 12 o'clock, they shut down the servers. Anyone who was in the middle of a match just got kicked out. And it just ended.
And they're like, all right, well, I just downloaded Blacklight, or I just downloaded District 187, or...
I just downloaded another great free-to-play shooter, so I'm just going to move on to that now. They're all going to move on to that game. And there's going to be one clan, one gang in that game, the Bullet Runners, and that's where all the refugees from Bullet Run have run off to.
Refugees.
So no, good riddance.
Or you remember, hate is not a game.
Yes, which brings us nicely. That's really not a nice segue, actually. That was really blatant. But there's...
Who gives a shit?
So EA put out a video. Bag, can you summate the whole SimCity situation with EA? Just to give a little bit of backstory to this video.
Okay, so the new SimCity has MMO like hooks into it. The whole concept behind the game is that you're not just building a city, it's that you join like a region which has multiple city areas and other players are supposed to join, and you're supposed to share resources, work towards goals, directly influence each other's towns. And the problem with that means that it's all hosted online like most MMOs, but for some reason EA didn't assume anyone really wanted to play SimCity, so they kind of just had about like a server or two. And the game's been in a state of fire for about a week now.
So, basically, there's a lot of fallout around it. People complaining. People always love to hate on EA, and with pretty good reason.
Mass Effect
3! Every game! So...
Origin!
So, it's a bit of damage control. They didn't bother really addressing the SimCity issue. I mean, that would...
Hey, we fucked up. We can't do anything right.
No, that wouldn't make too much sense. They decided instead to do something completely unrelated and put out a video called Hate is Not a Game, which focuses on the fact that they have gay characters in some of their games.
Like, which seems like 2 or 3.
Dragon Age,
Mass Effect. Yeah.
So really, just, they understand us, guys. Don't worry. They understand, like, your whole plight. They got it sorted out. And they write very, realistically, not at all just like fan servicey shit and, slash fiction in the case of Mass Effect and Dragon Age. And The Sims, I guess, whatever, sure, they gave you the option because... but, they're completely sympathetic towards your cause, and this is not at all some sort of blatant, really blatant attempt to try and make themselves look better, like, not like some soulless corporation, which is what they are, like all companies are.
I think you're being overly harsh on the people who are paid to take all the shit. Like, PR people must have the worst fucking job in video games because all their job is to do is to relay shitty messages that the main company tells them.
Yeah.
Like imagine, like, the people doing the PR, like, they're not working on the game, they can't get information. They're just an audience member that's paid to be really nice to people. And yeah, it was like the gay week or something. That's why they did the video.
I think it was a gay week.
Well, I don't know what the technical term. I don't feel like calling women homosexuals works, really.
I just want to give some stats.
Gays.
I brought up the video here. Current stats at this moment in time on March. What day is it today? Is it the 10th? No, 11th.
11th.
So March 11th, as of 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The full spectrum Hate Is Not a Game video currently has 476 thumbs up, 3,865 thumbs down, 37,870 views. Top comment with 35 thumbs up is from Doc Reality PhD. Hey guys, remember how terrible SimCity is? I sure don't, because now I know EA likes homosexual relationships. I mean, that's my point. That's why I bring this up. That's why I feel the need to mention this, is that they're trying to avoid this greater issue with the fact that they... Well, here's the thing, though. So it's brilliant. The thing is that this is fucking brilliant, what they did. Because it's not to gain sympathy with homosexuals. It's not to gain sympathy with
Dude, I got some better
LGBT.
YouTube comments. I got some better YouTube
Read
comments.
one, then let me make my point.
So this was your plan all along, EA. You make yourself the worst of the worst and then promote homosexuals. You plan to make us hate not only you, but all homosexuals. Well, it won't work. Just like everything you do, this is bound to fail.
So EA is fucking brilliant. Basically, what they've done here, which fucking gamers are too stupid to fucking realize, is that they put this video out knowing full well that stupid gamers, who I fucking hate... By the way, like, we'll get into this at some point. I don't know if I've made this clear. I don't like gamers. Like,
I don't like the word gamers.
Gamers.
Hey, gamers.
I don't like it as like a lifestyle. Gaming is not a lifestyle. It's a hobby.
Gaming.
It really isn't. People who like...
It was also a lifestyle, like being gay.
There you go. So basically, gamers are fucking scum. And they are using the fact that there's like... Basically, by commenting on this video and being like, fuck you, EA, you fucking pig, stumming it down, whatever. What that looks like to a normal human being who has like social skills, like outsider looking in, someone who isn't, like, doesn't know all the drama with EA, all the backstory, they'll just look at that and be like, oh, these gamers must fucking hate gay people. Like, they must be bashing this company because they're coming out in support of gay people. And so gamers are all scum, and look at this company is trying to do the right thing. That's what it looks like to a regular person, is that, like, look at all these people ganging up on the LGBT community. That's what it looks like if you look at the comments. And and EA looks like fucking brilliant because of this. They look like the good guys because of this. And it's brilliant. They had
one
to
of the comment is, fuck off EA with your gay shit. I hope you faggots go bankrupt.
There you go. So well played, EA. You fooled all these fucking brain dead idiots who do nothing but play video games all day long and have no social skills and understanding of other human beings. So
well, this was made by Doc Nukem.
Doc Nukem.
Diok.
Spelled
Diouk.
Diouk.
Douk. I'm sorry, I can't say.
Dio, main antagonist of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, on store shelves now. Buy the Blu-ray, 3 episodes per Blu-ray, $60 per Blu-ray.
It's way more than that.
$70, $80, $90, $100. Fuck. I want to buy anime. Fuck. But I don't want to pay that much for anime, dude. It's fucked. That's fucking fucked. And so is EA, am I right, guys? If we comment enough, maybe this company will burn to the ground. That's like, do people like think that? Do people really think that by like commenting enough times in this video that someone at EA is actually going to read it and take it into consideration? Like, what's the dream? What's the hope? Like, some guy at EA, some CEO will like check the comments on a whim and be like, oh no.
And then just fucking jump out of his window.
We've really fallen out of favor with our core demo, huh? I ran this company into the ground.
People are still gonna buy this game anyway, so who gives a fuck? You're all a bunch of idiots driving up ad revenue on our websites. Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what he'll say, and then he'll fucking kill a baby or something. I don't know what CEOs do.
I think it's that. I think you nailed it. I think they just kill babies in their spare time. That's basically it's a part of the job requirement, actually, that you actually slaughter a baby. That's how you get the promotion. That's like the test to see if you're really dedicated to the company.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So
remember, hate is not a game. So EA and all throughout their games, also known as 3,
yes,
not developed by them because they don't develop games.
But they might as well, fucking assholes. They fuck everything up. It's all EA's fault.
Fuck everything up.
It's all EA's
fault.
It's all EA's
It was
fucking
BioWare.
Fault. Fucking idiot assholes.
It was BioWare, Maxis. Maxis, huh? Who are those people?
It's EA. They made the game. They published the game. It's all EA. Oh. You're all dumb. So, let's close out this podcast. We've been running for 40 minutes now, so let's close it out with YouTube video picks of the week. We all love YouTube. I spend more time on YouTube than I do playing games. That's fun fact. That's my fun fact for the day, that I spend more time
You're
watching
weird.
videos than I do
Jesus.
playing video games. Think about that.
Do you watch videos of video games?
Sometimes. Like occasionally.
You watch Minecraft videos all the time?
All the time. That's basically all I watch.
All day, every day. Am I right?
Latest LPs. The latest Minecraft LPs. What's your take on Minecraft going to be? Oh, you're gonna build a house and survive the zombie apocalypse, huh? Cool, dude. That's great. Good on you. Oh, you're a partner now? Oh, you have 100,000 subscribers. That's cool. That's great.
Oh, fuck.
Great. Love living in that shadow. So YouTube video picks of the week. We're going to go through them. We all have them. And I'm going to let you start. Bag, what's your video pick of the week this week?
Okay, I originally had a different video queued up, but because of some of the podcast topics this week, I think there's one that's more appropriate. So, international sensation Psy recently uploaded a bunch of his old music videos to YouTube. And I have to point something out for people who won't know this. So he recently uploaded his music video to his 2010 hit We Are the One. Now, the crafty little devil, he has lied to you. That is not the original music video. That has been edited by someone. Search around. There is a full version of that music video that he's trying to hide. I don't know if he's afraid of upsetting a certain nation that he is neighbouring now that he's popular. But look up the original version of that video. It's a long clip, I'll be honest. It's more like a YouTube tea break of the week.
Isn't it the one where he basically says to kill all Americans or something? Isn't that which one?
No,
is that?
that's another.
That's
That's
an
a different
old. That's an old.
Oh,
thing.
he has another one.
This
No,
one's
no,
about
this
how
is-
North Korea is scum.
Yeah, this is the story of the music video is that he is kidnapped by North Korea and forced to perform stage.
The country.
He is forced to perform stage for Kim Jong-il and his troops, while a lookalike is trained with military might to be inserted into South Korea and take
Size
like
place.
insurgent. Yeah.
So that's a pretty good pick. That's a pretty good pick. You should definitely watch that. That's right, kids. This guy had more than one song. You'll never know that. So many people will never know that. So many people will never listen to another song by this guy, and I can't blame them because that shit is fucking played out. And I wouldn't. If someone told me, "Hey, you should check out Psy's other stuff," I'd be like, "Nope, no thanks." But I did, and it's okay. It's pretty good. It's a good pick.
I think my favorite part of Psy was when I was at like a robotics convention for my senior project, and they played Gangnam Style every 3 seconds.
My favorite part about Psy was where he said that Gangnam Style is gonna fade into obscurity, and the people who are taking it seriously and like naming businesses after it and doing all this obnoxious fucking shit about it, that they're all dumb. That he doesn't.
Hey, it's like Psy knows what he's doing. And he's also making fun. He's also making money off of it.
That's very true. He was making a lot of money before that. Like, he was pretty popular in South Korea before that even became a thing. BT dubs. But enough about that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about fucking Gangnam Style. I don't even want to fucking talk about this shit.
No, let's make a podcast about it, dude.
The Gangnam Style podcast. Brought to you by YouTube. We're gonna watch the vid. He does Gangnam Style. That's how I imagine people who still watch Gangnam Style on a basis.
That's pretty true. That's pretty true.
I watched it and I learned to dance.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
What's
All
your
right, I'll talk about
What's your
my-
video of the week? You fucking you shutter-upper. You tell me your video.
I've been changing it.
You changed it a few
gonna
times.
It's gonna be LP of Call of Duty Black Ops on the Mac, where a guy is playing on his MacBook. But now it's gonna be the first episode of what is it? Tropes versus Women in Video Games by that one cunt we were talking about at the start of the podcast.
That's a loaded
was,
word that you're getting into some dangerous territory right here.
Do I give a shit?
No, you don't, because it's not your name on the channel.
I'm sorry, whatever.
To be clear, that video fucking sucks. That video
Oh
should
my
not have
God.
cost
It's-
over $150,000. She is not a great speaker. She needs to hire another editor. Probably should hire another person to speak for her.
Also, someone to advise her on her getup, because why is she wearing hoop earrings in the year 2013?
That video runs for 27 minutes, I think. It could have been everything she said, and it could have been tackled in 5 to 10 minutes. We did not need a history of King Kong. Thank you very much. We didn't need that. I did not need another 5-minute lecture on Super Mario Bros. 2 being a remake of Doki Doki Panic. I think I got that close to 20 years ago. I think I learned that already. So that was okay. I don't need the recap. That's all right.
So basically, cinema does all this stuff about damsels in distress. So then video games are acting like cinema. Therefore, video games are bad.
Basically. I think
That's
it's a
the
valid
logic.
point. I think, at the end of the day, it's a valid point. Women are underrepresented in games. It sucks. This is not the way to fix it. She is not the person to do it. There are other people who are more qualified than her.
You're not gonna
Honestly,
fix it by
so
fucking video games.
So I have to bring this up because this was a topic like a month or two ago where Twitter trending was making the news because women thought the best way to fight sexism in the industry was to hashtag
was a
their
Twitter
fucking posts.
hashtag.
Is that people... So, objectification is the main thing that everyone brings up about being sexist, and it's just not fucking true, because the only reason why men are objectify women is because men by nature are attracted to women. If we lived in a alternative dimension where 90% of men were gay and they were objectifying men, would that make them sexist?
You fucking
Yes.
pig dog.
Like, I see this all the time. Like, there's again, we mentioned him earlier. Patrick Klepek did a whole news story on this, and he picked one of the worst Twitter quotes, which was what was it? Oh yeah, I was at a conference and some guy was flirting with me. That's sexism. Where no, what? Because a guy likes you? That's sexist. Because men are attracted to women more than they're attracted to men.
Yes, you pig.
I see this all the time, that people just think that because people are treated as objects, it's sexist, and it's not. Because it's not about treating you because of your sex, treating you different. It's specifically...
not necessarily because you're at a video game conference. Should you just be like, you're pretty.
No.
Here's the thing.
that's-
She's at a
that's-
video game a video game conference. Like I said, gamers are scum. Gamers are fucking
Yeah.
scum. So of course, they don't know how to deal with fucking women. They're gamers. I think both of you need to check your privilege. I think is the
Alright, I
takeaway
already
from this.
did.
Is check your privilege. We'll pick up on this topic at a later day, maybe. I want to get to my YouTube video pick of the week,
Oh yeah, I love this video.
which is the instant classic, hearty Italian, Domino's Pizza app featuring Hatsune Miku, posted by the official Domino's Japan YouTube channel.
No, it's posted by the official Domino's channel.
That's what I just said, the Domino's Japan YouTube channel.
No, I think it's just Domino's.
Is it just the Domino's?
Yeah.
So Domino's put up a video, new promotion, just a little promotion, just a little business deal going on behind closed doors. Now it's out in the open. Did a little collab project with Hatsune Miku with Vocaloid, and they come together in perfect harmony. And the video is flawless, and it is great marketing, and it's a great app. The CEO, really charismatic
Great camera
fellow.
work.
Really great camera work. I hope that was a union job.
Hatsune Miku.
It's real good performances by the hologram of the president of Domino's. I can't get through this. Just watch it.
Watch the video.
No, I'm not promoting that video. It was just created to distract from the fact that people have not been able to get the Domino pizza for at least a week. For me once, shame on me.
Alright, drop the mic.
We're done. That's it. It's done. 50 minutes and we're done. Check out the show notes. You'll have all the URLs for all the videos we mentioned in today's episode. I've been Haberman. Bag, tag, have bag and tag. Trio bringing it to you. maybe we'll do more of this if people like this. I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see how many people actually watch this. Here's how I'm going to determine whether people have watched this episode or not. If you, we should ask a question of the week. I didn't write that in the show notes, so I'm straying away from the document you've written here. We should come up with a question of the week real quick that people can answer.
Who do you hate more, EA or gay people?
Great. That's the question of the week. Answer in the comments, and we'll see you on the flip side. There's got to be a better way to close than that, but I don't have one right now. I should have come up with something when I was writing the fucking show notes.
Yeah.
I'm useless without these show notes. I'm useless without my notes. Fuck!